up, guys? Welcome back. Jackpot DFS. Hope you guys have had a great week so far. Moving on, we're going to have some NBA starting soon, so I'm excited about that. Going to have that big Christmas slate pumped for that. Also, kind of looking at some things, maybe doing some live before lock, things like that. If you guys are interested in that, let me know. Could possibly incorporate that a little bit into what we do already. NBA will be pretty consistent as well as the NFL stuff as well. Guys, if you're new to the channel, subscribe, hit that notifications icon. That will help you see the videos when we post new videos to the channel. Also, if you guys are already subscribed, please hit that like button. It helps grow the channel and get us out there. Moving on, we got the single game slate for tomorrow night. Looking at the Chargers and the Raiders. Raiders are still kind of in that playoff hunt. Chargers are not. Chargers kind of thought they would be pretty good on defense this season. They've kind of fallen off the map of the defensive side. Still give them a little bit more credit to say they're of course, a little bit better on defense than you give the Raiders for. But nonetheless, I think both of these teams are most likely going to beat up on each other tomorrow night. Looking at quarterbacks, obviously both in play. Justin Herbert has kind of slid back a little bit from his. He had some good things going, consecutive games going, pretty good consistency. Past couple games, he's kind of slidden back a little bit, playing more like a rookie. Derek Carr, on the other hand, has really stepped it up the past two games and played very, very well. Could see another well performance from him tomorrow night. These guys are going to be expensive. Justin Herbert way more expensive at $11,800 price on Draftkings tomorrow. Obviously, if you can't fit both, I'd probably go the route of Derek Carr. Probably going to have the more upside with passing, and we do know who he likes to pass to. But he has spread it around a little bit more than like a Justin Herbert, who you can kind of predict who he's going to go to. Derek Carr's kind of spread it around the field a little bit more, but both are in play. Herbert had a 26 last time out against the Raiders. Carr had a 15 the last time out, but 13, 22, and 15. So Herbert did play well in the very first game against them. Could see another repeat performance. So really strong plays for both of these guys. If you can get them both in your lineup, that's probably considered to be probably the most great way to get kind of in cash build lineups. Because I know both of these guys are probably going to be the biggest projections on the slate or around that. So you get a lot more upside with the QBs. So both in play. I do like both tomorrow. Questionable on the couple starting running backs for the Chargers and Raiders tomorrow. I do think they'll both play, especially Josh Jacobs, because their playoff chances are on the line right now, and they're still trying to get that wild card. Could see him playing. He was limited in practice, so was Eckler. It's a short week, so no surprise there. They're probably most likely to play. Eckler did not play, looks like, in the first game, but looks like he's been pretty strong since coming back from injury. 24, 11, and a 24. Josh Jacobs had a 14 in the game earlier in the year with LA, and could be prop to have another great game. That 14 is not too bad. Kind of seen the decline of like Kenny Ballage, Justin Jackson in this offense with the Chargers. You could take a stab at Kenny Ballage if you want to at $2,400 price. You never know. Guys could get hurt. If you're playing like a single line, I'd probably go more for the starters, stars and scrubs kind of build, and kind of get you a wide receiver that may be out there on the field for a few snaps or something like that at a cheaper value. Just to kind of build those strong lines to cash in a single game build. But I do like a savings you get with a Kenny Ballage, and then like a Devontae Booker, who's not been great here lately, but could be that other guy in the backfield if Josh Jacobs was not to play, or Eckler, but I expect them guys to play tomorrow. Moving on to a wide receivers I like. Obviously, Keenan Allen's been the big part of that offense this season. I'm going to look at the injury here and see. He was just limited in practice. They're probably giving the veterans kind of a day to kind of rest because it's a short week. So no big surprise there. I expect these guys will play. Keenan Allen's been pretty much a target monster. He had a 28 last time out against the Raiders. Um, he's the most consistent target on the Chargers, so I consider that to keep on going for them the rest of the season. Mike Williams also in play. They do like to throw the deep ball on the Charger side to Guyton. They'll try that 3 or 4 times a game. All it takes is one time, and he shoots off for a 60-yard touchdown. He's broken the slate. So 4, 7, and 3 targets the last 3 games. Also, Tyron Johnson's been getting some play of late. 4, 1, and 7 the last 3 games. He's at 5,000. Some guys looking that you can kind of use some value on. That'll help you kind of save some salary. Promising for Brian Edwards, who thought he was going to be kind of like that big time rookie for them, along with the other rookie, but it hasn't really worked out. Looking at receivers for the Raiders, Renfro, Nelson Aguilar has really come on strong since being with the Raiders this season. He's been pretty strong most of the season, and they may have to use some Zay Jones or some Brian Edwards because the rookie Ruggs is out. I believe he got hurt or he's placed on the COVID list. So I'm going to have to use these other guys. Brian Edwards might be a nice savings at 400. So one of these 2 guys are going to be pretty valuable tomorrow, just depending on which one you want to take. I think Brian Edwards and Zay Jones are probably pretty equal. Although Brian Edwards has had more of the snap shares, I could see them easily both being an equation tomorrow night to break the slate. And Zay Jones is one of those guys who's breaking the slate before and can do it again. So just don't say that can't happen. But Aguilar, Renfro for the Raiders, as well as Zay Jones and Brian Edwards. For me on the Chargers side, I'd say Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, Tyron Johnson, and Jalen Guyton is probably the 4 for me. Just kind of depending on how you want to go with that. Obviously, Keenan Allen, Aguilar, Renfro are probably the main guys for you kind of want to target. Mike Williams didn't even get a target last game. He was limited practice Tuesday as well, probably a Veterans Day off. But if for some reason one of these guys don't play, it's obviously going to pump up the volume for like a Tyron Johnson or a Guyton or something like that.Maybe even Tyron Johnson gets more play than Guyton does because he's more of that speedy, kind of smaller guy. So we'll have to keep an eye on the injury news and see kind of what's going to happen there. Looking at tight ends, obviously we know Waller is one of the main pieces of the offense there for the Raiders. Since that massive game of 48, just nasty. He did have a 13 last time. You got to look at the chart here and show you that the Chargers are 20th in the league against opposing tight ends. That sets up for a nice day for Waller, so he could be a pivotal captain spot for you tomorrow. Hunter Henry in the same deal. He's been kind of that pivotal piece for them. He's been limited practice. Veterans probably resting or whatnot. But we've seen a big play from Foster Moreno. Could see that it happen again. Chances that it happen are very slim. Waller's pretty much on the field for 92% of snaps. So he'll be out there majority of the time. I wouldn't expect a big day from like a Foster Moreno or a Parham or any of that. I'd say you're going to get Hunter Henry or Waller to pretty much pick from those 2. Looking at the kickers, both in play. However you want to correlate that with your lineups, I think you should do. If you think the Raiders win, correlate him kind of in those stacks with the quarterback, receiver, etc. If you think the Chargers win, I'd correlate that with that kicker. There are odd chances that you could have an odd kicker with an uncorrelated stack, but chances of that happening are very, very slim. As far as defenses tomorrow, obviously they are in play, but I pretty much going to stay away from the defenses. They haven't been well for me, and I just don't think you'll need defenses in this game, considering how bad the defenses have been of late. I think you'll probably just be wasting a spot using defenses. But anyhow, that's the slate for me, guys. That's what I think kind of tomorrow. It's kind of an up in the air. I do think this will be a close, high total game tomorrow. If you are interested in draft a dashboard, of course, that link is going to be in the description of the video. You can try that for 30 days. As well as I always talk about, Draft Dashboard is a great tool to build lineups for your DFS contest. Will help you get better and help you cash more, I believe, in DFS cash game lineups and GPPs. You can find that there on Draft Dashboard to build up to 150 lineups that you can export over to Draftkings and FanDuel. Guys, link is in the description of the video. As well as, guys, you can follow me on Twitter. I will also post that link in the description of the video for that late news, injury news, etc. If I see anything like that, I usually post it on there. That way you guys can get a heads up before the slate generally starts. Guys, wish you all the best of luck on your Thursday night adventure with the Chargers and the Raiders. I will be out later today with another video for our first look of this weekend. We've got, I'm not quite sure yet. I may do a separate video for the Saturday slate and the Sunday night or the Sunday day slate. Most likely because obviously you're going to have different pivots and different things with this. A 2-game slate versus a full day slate. So we'll probably do those separately, but I will have a first look out shortly. And then I'll catch you guys on the next vid. See you guys.